at the stage.
Well, what were we doing?
It was just showing this.
Could they hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us, but they can't see us. And now this is going on.
How do you get rid of that?
Oh yeah, no, we weren't. They couldn't even hear us. Now we're live.
Well, how the fuck do I get that? All right, we're still here, people. I don't know how the fuck we get rid of this, though. Remove from stage.
Yeah.
Still can't see us.
Just wait. There we go. So that was in front of us for some reason.
Cool.
So now we have the Roofers in Recovery telethon. Let's see if we can pull this.
Mm. Everybody having fun watching this as it happens?
I mean,
so this is definitely not the telethon. Let's see what's up here. Huh. June 2nd, 2023. There should be no. Delete overlay.
It has to be the one that you're on.
Oh, where's the one that we're on? Huh. I mean, we're definitely going to lose people now. But
I mean, this is pretty bad, and they didn't hear us when we started. So
they didn't. They didn't hear the.
Nope,
but there were people there.
Yeah, but they weren't.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So now we're just gonna. I guess we're just gonna have to roll a Roofers in Recovery telethon. Just say, hey, this isn't a telethon.
This isn't a telethon. Here, I'll text Lexi and see if she's available. Lexi, if you're available, we can't get the Roofers in Recovery telethon banner off of our live. We have no idea what the fuck we're doing, period. I know that you're busy, but if you're around a computer and can fix this, it would be appreciated. If not, no worries. Thanks.
Just roll with
period. Don't do that while I'm talking. Fuck. God damn it.
All right. So yeah, this is episode 1 of the bonus Be Authentic episode.
So we've got segments. That's what we're trying to say. We've got segments. We're going to talk about conspiracy theories, bad advice, and new news.
And sports.
New news. I just want to steal that from the Kelsey brothers
Steal
from
it,
New
man.
Heights.
Do
I just
it.
love that. I just want to be like new news, new news. So, all right, well, let's get started. So this is going to be our first episode since nobody could hear us before. You tagged people.
Yep.
All right. If you're listening or watching, comment just so we know that you're there. Why don't you start?
Yeah. So we're going to start with conspiracies.
Go for it.
Okay. Segment 1. Eric doesn't know anything about conspiracies. And if you know this about me, every night when I go to sleep, I listen to a different conspiracy theory podcast. None of which I don't think I believe. Like I'm sure there's some conspiracies I do believe, right? Like a lot of things start as conspiracies and then later up turn true.
Right.
You know, because the governor will be like, all right, well, it's time to declassify these.
Right.
Haha, gotcha. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like that's like 20 years later. That's normally what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're going to talk about flat Earth.
Okay.
So it appears that there's like 2 segments of people. There's flat Earth people and then globists. And so the flat earthers are people who think the world is like flat in some capacity. So like,
how do we say in some capacity? Either is it or isn't?
Nah, dog, because there's different versions of flat Earth. So some people think it's a disc with rounded sides. Some people think that everything is ice, and then we just have a singular sun, and the sun heats up this circle that we live in. And then that's why the water doesn't escape. That's why when you go north, ice. You go south, ice.
I don't get it.
So, we got some action on here.
Got some
so
action.
what they're saying is with the Earth, it's not round. It's a disc.
A disc.
Yeah, like a flat plane.
But it's round because a disc is round.
Correct.
On the outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, like, let's say you and I just get in a boat and start going south.
Yeah.
Eventually, we're going to hit what?
Eventually, we'll end up back where we began.
Well, because we'll hit ice.
And then what?
And so then,
is there a wall? Is it like?
Yeah, that's what the theory is.
There's a theory that there's a wall.
Yeah, and then in Isaiah in the Bible, it says that the Earth is a disc with rounded up edges.
They also said that people made fucking water into wine too.
I mean, you don't know that they didn't. You weren't there.
No, and neither were they, the people that wrote it.
I mean, they might have been.
No, they wrote it like 500 years later.
Listen, I'm not a theologian.
You quoted it, not me.
I didn't quote it. I said what the Bible said.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's true either.
That's what globists say, right? But and I'm not neither.
I think globist people that believe that the world is round.
Yeah.
Like that they've seen photos and videos from space.
Mm-hmm. And then what's the issues with the photos and videos from space?
I don't know. What are the issues?
So you remember when they went to space and then there was that picture of the Earth that's like super sick and it's like 3/4 of a circle?
Okay.
So if you took the original picture, NASA's original picture, and they apply the like illumination effects to it, you can see where they edited it back in the like 60s or 70s or wherever it is when they were creating it. And so they were like, oh, it's a composite of pictures. And so the whole time they were trying to say like that was the photo, when in reality it's like a composite. And then if you look at the singular pictures, it's just like a square.
The government can't keep anything a secret, but we think that this over this many years has been kept a secret.
I mean, I think they've kept some stuff a secret for a long time.
I mean, not very well.
Listen, I've seen.
So do you think that Elon Musk is in on it then?
So this is the thing, because look and see how far Elon's satellites sit off Earth. They're in shallow orbit.
So they can't see the Earth?
Yeah. And there's nothing to see the Earth.
What do you mean?
Those satellites don't have cameras.
They don't have cameras. I have one on my phone.
What do you mean?
But they made something that goes to space and they didn't put a camera on it.
Listen, dog.
No, I'm asking a question.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what the flat earthers and the globists.
What are you?
I'm not a flat earther for sure.
Okay.
But like, I just think that most, if we'll say, information that's passed down and believed is like true through the years has had some sort of game of telephone to it.
I would agree with that.
And then is spun in a manner to fit thoughts and beliefs of others. So what do I think? I think I don't know the complete truth. Do I think the Earth is a sphere that the sun heats, that ice is around it? Nah, I don't. But I mean, I think it's weird. Like the whole going to the moon thing, right? Like I was like, sure, we went to the moon. And now I'm like, everything that we've seen from that trip is a doctored image. Let me get a non-doctored image. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how I feel about this. I'll be honest. I'm kind of torn. Like, I feel like, is this the thing that we lie about?
What if everything is the thing that we lie about?
And I don't disagree with that. I think that we're getting a lot of disinformation over the years.
1000%.
Yeah, a lot of disinformation over the years. Okay. Here was the thing that I really didn't understand that you brought up yesterday. What the fuck is the lizard people bullshit?
Oh, that's a long episode.
Well, let's just do it. Let's just give them the tip.
Okay. So there's like different lizard people theories.
Okay.
So it's same as there's flat. Oh my God, this gets real crazy.
Okay.
Okay. So lizard people also can tie into flat Earth. So
if anybody knows anything about lizard people, fucking make a comment. Yeah.
So there's a belief that there are people among us that are able to distort them, that are like cold-blooded, and that technologically they're a lot further than we are. And
Technologically?
yeah. And they're able to like distort the way that they appear to us in a
So like shapeshifters?
Yeah, kind of. And they kind of like are able to control a lot of things. They can mate with humans, etc. And that's kind of.
And where did this theory come from?
I don't know where it came from.
I mean, like, was there an was there an instance that something happened and they're like, oh my God, lizard people? Or did somebody just made it up?
I don't know that
answer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have like a lizard people origin, but that can be something I research.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
you're the researcher.
Yeah, I do love a good research.
Yeah. Okay.
Project.
So next time,
yeah.
folks.
Yep. But there's a group of people that think when you get to Antarctica, I think it's like 80 miles in, there's colonies in the ground of lizard people. And you know where else? Oh, this is actually going to get good for you. You know where else they believe there's a large group of lizard people?
On roofs.
Denver. Around the airport.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah. Also,
there's some wild ass shit going around.
I just want to say, like, lizard people are known to live very long. Does anybody know Paul Reed's actual age?
No.
Exactly.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was a lizard person. Think of how often he changes his appearance. You know what I'm saying? It's always like a
clothes. The clothes and the shoes.
Got those teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. Whew, fuck.
Paul might be a
lizard person.
Dang, dude.
Are they male and female? Do they have genders?
I think they do, but I mean,
do they mate with each other?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never met one.
That you know of.
Dude, if we know Paul, and he's probably, yeah.
I mean, I bet we've met some lizard people.
1000%.
Do they like when they're by themselves mate with humans? The first thing I hear when I sign on. Haha. Do they, like, when they're in their own lizard home, do you think that they look like lizards? Like, do they go like, they go, oh, now I get to lizard it out.
Yeah, I bet they have like recliners that are based off the concept of a hot rock.
Oh,
because they can't regulate their internal temperature. So.
Oh,
right.
This is interesting.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous, but it's interesting.
I mean, listen, dude, there's a lot of ridiculous stuff. You know, like how they said, like, oh, you want to get fit, eat 6 times a day.
Yeah,
like you could do that, or you could just eat 2 or 3 times a day.
So that being said, though, I do that, and I've lost considerable weight and gotten way better shape.
Yeah, but I mean, you could also do it other ways.
Yeah, but then I'm hungry.
So that's like the opposite for me. If I eat 6 times a day, I'm like all the time wanting to eat. Whereas if I eat 2 times a day, it becomes like not.
And I'm not disagreeing that like fasting isn't like a good tool to use, right? I know plenty of people that fast, and I've done it, and I actually enjoy it. I just don't know if I could do it every single day.
Dude, check out the background.
Whoa.
What is going on right now?
Holy shit.
I
don't even know. I mean, we didn't do one of those. We didn't do one of those. That was Zuckerberg.
I don't have these technological wizardries on my string. Bro, this is your StreamYard.
Yeah.
We got Dylan Bounds in the house. What up, bro?
Who's Dylan Bounds?
Paintball player.
Oh, I feel like we're going to have a real big following of paintball players.
Why?
Just because you're a famous paintball player.
I am not famous.
You're professional.
I'm not professional.
I thought you were.
No, hell no.
Oh, but you could be.
Nope. I got like a real job. That's why I'm here talking about lizard people.
You could do both, couldn't you? Hey, Eric, it's Jason. I have $326,083 payback, $384,778 in long-term business capital. Would you be interested for D&M? A quick 2-step process is required. I get these 4 times a day.
Somebody hit me up other day to let me know I was pre-approved for a $10,000 line of credit.
Whole 10,000?
Yeah. Just like Pate Smith. I was like, yeah, what's up? And they were like, this is so-and-so.
I love that you answer those calls. Like I answer no calls. I don't answer the call unless it's like I know the name on the phone.
Yeah, but think about how many people.
No. I agree. That's what I'm saying. I love that you answer the phone. Like I don't. If the number is not programmed into my phone, send me a text or leave me a voicemail. I'll call you back.
I'm not checking voicemail.
I ain't got time. Well, I'll read them.
Text me.
I'll read them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So if anybody has anything about Roll Tide, Jordan Lovell, if anybody has anything about lizard people and or flat Earth, hit us. Let us know what's popping on here. I got some texts. Let's see. Anything about that?
And for the record, for people joining now, this is not the Roofers in Recovery Telethon.
No, it is
we
not.
just don't know how the fuck to get it off of the screen.
That's correct.
Because this is not what we do for a living. So sorry.
Right. So that was our. Do you have any other questions on conspiracy theories, flat Earth, or?
I feel like the only problem that I have with conspiracy theories is that we end up talking in such a circle that nothing actually gets accomplished.
But you know, we don't talk in a globe.
We could talk in discs
Dang,
all day.
Dude, I just dad joked.
You did.
God.
Same here on the phone. He even answers in the gym. Yes, he does. He does answer in the gym.
100% I answer.
I do not.
Flat Earth for sure with my boy Dylan Bounds.
I do not answer in the gym.
Why?
Because I'm at the fucking gym and I'm focusing on what I'm doing at the gym.
If Gina Anderson calls me,
Gina can fucking wait 45 minutes.
I say, Gina, what's popping? We get things handled that needs to happen.
But then you're not getting your thing handled that you need to get handled while you're at the gym.
I just take some extra time. You know what I'm saying?
You can't take extra time. You're not getting it done.
I get it done.
I don't like that.
Listen, different stroke. You eat 6 times a day. I eat twice a day. You can't eat beef.
No.
I basically live off of beef.
Beef is bad.
Bad.
And it's bad for you. You're going to die way before me.
No.
Yeah, way before me. Yeah, with all that fucking red meat, you're going to have a fucking heart attack at 42.
You know who will live longer than both of us? Lizard Paul.
Lizard Paul will. He can't kill him. No. When I did the podcast with MK, that was what we decided, was that I was going to live longest anyway, because I'm like a cockroach. You can't fucking kill me anyway. Don't lean back so far on the mic. I'm sorry. They don't make, it's right, David. They don't make extra time.
I'll have to, strongly disagree with all of y'all
that they make extra time.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll just be.
So what are we going to call that segment? We got to come up with a catchy fucking name that's like it goes with a conspiracy. Conspiracy. It's conspiracy time. We call it conspiracy.
What about
time.
Like authentically conspiratorial?
Way too wordy. That's way too lawyerly.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll have to think of this because I'm of the two of us. I come up with better catchphrases.
You do,
yeah,
100%.
I'm a catchphrase dude.
But we could like sing it, right? So if it's like conspiracy time,
I like that.
Yeah, I mean we could sing it like that. I'm just thinking of the new news thing, and that's like stuck in my head. Okay, so now we move on to bad advice.
Bad advice.
Did you bring bad advice too?
I got bad advice just off the rip.
Okay, do you want to start?
Yeah. All right. Remember how back in like the 90s, when you were a kid and you'd watch, or for you probably a kid in like the early 80s, where you would watch TV and it would be cartoons and they would advertise cereal to you.
Okay.
And they were like, a balanced breakfast starts out and it would be a gigantic bowl of cereal.
Yes.
Then there'd be an orange juice.
Yes.
Then there'd be toast.
Yes.
Then there would be actually milk too. So they'd have milk and orange juice, which is a horrible combination. All should have known. They're lying to us then.
Yes.
And they're like, a balanced day starts off with blah, blah, blah. The most important meal, breakfast, eat 1,000 calories of sugar and grain.
And milk.
Yeah. And that was bad advice.
That was bad advice.
And I mean, you look at it now, like basically we were like, bro, what was the difference between cereal and milk and just ice cream?
So do you know the theory that I was told of why this happened? Because you brought it up with the food pyramid yesterday.
Oh, I think I do know this.
So it's because the fucking food lobbyists and the grain lobbyists went and were like, this is what's healthy.
Yep.
They got the fucking government to back them to be able to put out the bullshit, and the milk lobby to come out. I mean, milk's fucking like, dairy is like one of the worst fucking things in the world for you. Like processed fucking dairy is like the worst thing in the fucking world. And they lobbied the government with grains and cereals and like Kellogg's. I mean, think of fucking the money behind Kellogg's.
Wasn't it Kellogg's that was like one of the brands cereals was originally made to help make men sterile so that they would not like be lustful.
Oh, I never heard that.
I think it's one of the brands.
Really?
Yeah, it's to make men less like lower their testosterone for
Why?
For religious reasons. Because if you're like, not going after,
So it's like medieval times where they cut off the guy's dick.
they didn't want you having sex with your wife. They thought that having sex should be only used for procreation. I think it's Kellogg's, man.
That's wild as fuck. I'm gonna get sued by Kellogg's, but
Kellogg's.
that's fine.
There was an entire movie about it.
Really?
Kellogg's cereal.
That's wild as fuck.
Movie. Let's see. Kellogg's The Road to Wellville. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
1994.
Guy that invented cornflakes. Cornflakes were originally invented according to this movie about that. So people, like men and women would not have sex with each other or have self-pleasure. And people would go to these like asylums because they were like, oh, I can't stop wanting to have sex with my wife. And then
people are wild as fuck. Like people are crazy with some of the shit that they come up with.
Mm-hmm.
How about you don't fucking tell me what to do? I don't like that.
I mean, everybody knows you don't like to be told what to do.
I don't fucking.
If anybody I know, if I'm like, hey, Eric, if I want you to do something, I'll be like, Eric, you know what you should do?
No.
And you'll be like, what? And I'm like, not give me $100. You're like, forget that. I'm giving you $100.
Am I the fucking guy that does like the most don't like being told what to do?
100,000 trillion %.
I mean, do you think that that's good or bad?
I think it could potentially distort your ability to make rational decisions.
Why?
Because you're so anti-establishment that.
Are you pro-establishment?
I'm not pro-establishment, but I'm neither pro nor anti-establishment. I'm
fence sitter.
I'm a person that uses facts and rationality.
I like advice. I like input. I like advice and input. I listen to other people. I just don't want other people. I just
don't do it in a manner that says, Eric, you should. Oh, we got a thumbs up.
Oh, fuck.
Somebody's liking something. Nah,
I don't like being told what to do based on their fucking morality.
Right.
Like, go fuck yourself. You live your life. I'll live mine.
That's what I do. I just out here living.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ain't got to worry about what the fuck you're going through. Like that's just so everybody knows, again, this is not the Roofers in Recovery Telethon. We just don't know how the fuck to get it off the screen. Another thumbs up. Don't know how to do it. Where are we going with that with the bad advice?
You've got to do your bad advice. We're talking
I got one.
I did my bad advice on the, a balanced day or good day starts out with the whole cereal bread thing.
Gotcha. So here was the bad advice that I thought of was I think it is terrible fucking advice when people are going through some type of a financial struggle and they are told to figure out how much they spend on Starbucks a day.
Yeah.
And how much they spend on this a day and to cut back on that. You know what's easier to do? Figure out how to make another fucking revenue stream.
You know why people say that? I think I've thought about this before.
Okay.
Sorry. Got to do it this way.
There you go.
You're
a lean backer.
I'm a lean backer.
Like
today.
Fat Joe.
Yep. Good reference.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been known not to dance and pull up my pants.
Ooh.
And rock away.
And rock away.
Yeah. But where was I go? What were we talking about before you hit me with a Fat Joe reference?
Fat Joe, save money on little things.
Oh, Starbucks. I think it's because if we go with our previous theory of information is like used also to control people, which I don't know if we said that exactly, but we I think hinted at it earlier.
Yeah.
If one was to create new revenue streams, it would mean they were less dependent upon corporate revenue streams, which, would mean that you had a lot of more free thinking people. Right. But if you're like, oh, to do this, I'll just, feel good about myself and not spend $4.75 on Starbucks a day. And then at the end of the month, have an extra $183.
I think that I think that large entities don't want the people to succeed because the more you succeed, the more power and the more self-sustainability that you have. And then you don't fucking rely on these other entities to take care of you.
Yep.
You don't go, oh, but what about my government, whatever the fuck, or what are they going to do for me? You know how many fucks I give who the president is?
No.
None. Because it makes absolutely no difference
Dude,
in
do
my
you
fucking
ever,
life.
sometimes I watch the president talk and I get sad because it reminds me of when my dad was going through his
I can see that.
yeah, like that's how bad it is. Like I can't even watch the president talk because it reminds me of
It just proves the fact though that they don't fucking do anything.
yeah.
Doesn't it?
I mean, I'm sure they do something.
Do they?
I mean,
they do stuff. They keep busy. I don't think that any president should be elected on anything other than his foreign policy because that's the only real power that they have.
mm-hmm. It's just weird because it's like the dude that is like the head of everything, like
has dementia.
I don't know that he does, but I'm telling you from someone that just spent like a long time with someone with dementia, like he sure seems kind of dementia-y. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying he does.
It's a medical term, but yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but like.
But the likelihood is high.
Yeah, I mean, it's like really similar. Like I can remember like when my dad was like 6 or 7 months away from passing. And like he made the comment, he was like, man, he was like, it's weird. He was like, the president is having a harder time speaking than I am. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, and I'm having a hard time. And I was like, whoa, that says a lot.
It does say a lot.
Eric's now got us on some sort of weird thing on
what'd I do?
Where's our oh, here we go.
What'd I do? Oh, we got a comment. Clear case of elder abuse. Yeah, it's definitely dementia. But that's all I'm saying is that I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters who the fuck's in power. I think it matters who's in power in the House and the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed?
Mm-hmm.
I think that matters. I think that 100% does. But I don't think that the president has any effect on my life as a general rule. It doesn't mean that they don't enact things that can affect me. But you know what I do when they do that? I figure out ways around it to continue with my life. And I don't just sit there and go, well, guess I'm fucked.
That's what I do.
Right. If somebody decides to fuck us and take more of our money, then I guess we better figure out how to go make more money or how to hide it better or how to learn the tax code better. Right.
Yeah.
But other people just sit there and all they do is complain about it, which doesn't actually accomplish anything.
So I actually, when I do the reason I do my taxes on one of those online tax things is because I got like a special tax code. So whenever I enter mine,
can't wait for this.
What I put,
gonna be good.
Yeah, like whenever I enter my taxes in on, oh hell, what's the one we use? Quicken.
TurboTax.
Yeah, I do all my taxes on TurboTax.
Okay.
And then whenever I go to submit it, I just put in IDDQD and I get 20% off my taxes.
I don't know what that means.
That was the God mode for Doom 2 code.
Oh,
yeah, that's the tax. Secret tax.
Nerd joke. Hope all the nerds got that one.
If you played video games in 1997,
nerds. The only thing that I know is like the Contra code on Nintendo.
Down, up, down.
AB plus start Q, whatever the fuck.
Does anybody remember what the code down, up, down? Oh, that was Mortal Kombat 2. Down, up, down, up.
That wasn't Contra?
Let me see. Dude, it may have been Contra.
I fucking loved Contra. Who loved Contra? I fucking loved Contra. All right, what else are we doing here? We had bad advice.
We got to do
figure out how to make more money. So yeah, I couldn't come up. News is tough, right? How do you feel about watching football games and all you see is Taylor Swift?
It's not my thing.
Right.
But I'll say this. I didn't really like Taylor Swift until I had daughters. And now like I'm down with it.
I'm not going to disagree with that. I hate the fact that I don't hate Taylor Swift now that Tegan loves
I got the kids in the car and they're like, Dad, play the Taylor Swift. I'm like, yeah, let's play Taylor Swift. And I'm, just like in there jamming. All the kids are singing.
I am doing
it is a straight vibe. So such a vibe. I'll get on YouTube sometime when we're like at the crib and I'll put in like Taylor Swift, like EDM set. And it's like a dude.
What's your favorite kids animated movie? They were talking about this on another show I was listening to this morning.
It's a show.
It's a show.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
Troll Hunters Tales of Arcadia.
Oh, I don't like that.
Woo, boy, it is. I like the movie. I like we've seen it multiple times.
I'm a Moana or Coco.
I'm way more Moana than Coco. Coco, I'm just over.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but Alabama had a rough season, and Pate becomes a Swiftie to shake it off.
Oh my God, I was a Swiftie. I was a Swiftie when the Twins were 3.
That's pretty funny.
I've never really been pro or against Taylor Swift, but when the Twins are playing it, the vibes are high, and I'm always.
I think both of those humans are going to gain a lot of followers and people because of it.
Who?
Travis and
probably.
You know what I mean? Because like dudes that fucking probably hated her are like, oh well, if he's banging her, like maybe I like her, and like all the people that hated football that were Swifties are like, ooh, maybe I'll watch Monday Night Football because
maybe they'll do like a duet song.
Did you hear that they asked her to use her music before Monday Night Football the other day, and she told them to go fuck? Yeah, she was like, I don't want that attention, like blah blah blah.
I wonder if she's just like trying to,
like have a relationship.
Yeah, be like,
probably.
I think they're
just trying to be a normal fucking human for a minute. Like I can imagine that would be.
If I was famous and people are like, "Yo, can we use, your amazing rap album for something for your girlfriend?"
Amazing rap album.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd have.
Probably what it would be. Yeah.
I'd just be like, nah, dude, I'm out here trying to find true love. Speaking of true love, Connor Galloway did not get the girl's number today.
No, he did not.
And all I got was just excuses. And let's call the old boy up right now and see if we can get an update, live Connor Galloway update here.
I mean, I want to bring Connor on to talk about it, but
here we go.
Calling Connor Galloway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we said that's what Connor.
Yeah,
you're live on the internet.
This is as close as you're ever gonna get to being in the podcast studio because you're a vagina.
Anyway,
you'll be lucky to have my face on that.
Dude, your head's so big, we'd have to get a bigger camera. If anybody doesn't know, Connor Galloway's head, true or false, you can't wear normal hats.
It's a size 8, which is the largest.
Oh my God. An 8?
Bro, true or false, you have extenders on your hats.
They're called extendo clips, baby.
Extendo.
That's a real thing?
Yeah. Send Eric a picture of your hat. That's probably why that girl in the gym is looking at you. She's like, dang, I don't want to talk to him because if I had a kid with him, I would think about how hard that birth would be.
Oh my God. Yeah. You'd rip.
The Texas hat fit. I mean, I can find quality hats that sometimes fit, but
sometimes
have extendo clips on.
Tell us what happened this morning at the gym.
Give us the deets, bro.
I woke up at 3 a.m., accidentally fell asleep at 5, slept in a little bit, got there later than normal, and by the time I got there, a pretty old lady had herself a man stretching with her on the turf. So I said, let me hit this 45 minutes of cardio, and that was that.
Wait, so the only thing stopping you was what?
Well, what was my answer?
How long was the guy with her?
Minutes.
The entire, hey, you need to stop.
Bruh.
The entire time until she walked out.
Did they walk out together?
I didn't watch.
You're a liar.
No,
yes,
they did not walk out together.
You're infatuated with this woman. Of course you watched.
No, I am not. I think Pate is more infatuated with her than I am.
Do you know what her
I'm
name
infatuated.
is?
No, neither is no. I'm infatuated with you not going in for the clothes. It hurts me. Every day I wake up, I want nothing but the best for you. I'm ready for you to have a kid, and she's got 2, which means she could have a 3rd.
You could use the.
Oh my God.
Here, unmute it so you can hear me. You could use this show as an excuse because you could walk up and be like, "Hey, like I'm being like just tormented on this show because they think that I need to come up and say hello to you. Could I at least get your name so I could tell the world what your name is, even though you don't necessarily want to talk to me?" And then you could do the whole like boohoo, woe is me thing. And then she'll feel sorry for you. And she'll be like, oh my God, goodness, you have such a big head. We should talk.
Or she could be like, yo, I'm Connor Galloway. I'm up in here stunting, slinging these weights around every day. Obviously, I've seen you peeping your eyes my way, trying to make eye contact. For the longest time, I've been just in my zone, getting my workout in. But alas, now is the time.
But alas.
Yeah, now's the time. You're not wearing a wedding ring, but you got kids. Are you trying to have a third? Because, time's a wasting.
Clearly you're fertile.
Yeah, time's a wasting. Let's go. And that's what I would intro with. Dude,
What's the name of the gym?
Nah, dude, we're not talking about the name of the gym.
Why?
Because Connor and I are about to switch gyms.
Well, yeah, but maybe somebody knows who she is.
Yeah, but bro, I don't know if we want to blast her outright right now because it might get to her before Connor can make the move.
Maybe it'll make her feel important.
Connor had the opportunity to make her feel important today, and instead,
Hey, you better stop being full of it. That's on my camera.
It's really bright, I've noticed on this.
All right,
It's
bro.
really bright.
Well, we got the update in.
All right, we got the update.
We'll shout at you. Are you coming over for steaks?
Yes.
All right.
I need some peanuts from Dothan shipped in.
Bull peanuts, whatever the fuck a bull peanut is.
We'll see what we can make happen.
And some Pinot.
Oh, we definitely got some Pinot.
Jesus
Do
Christ,
that.
bring your boyfriend. Bring your boyfriend.
See y'all in a little while.
All right. Well, that was fun.
So yeah.
All right, how do we wrap this up? We've been going for 40
steak
minutes.
is for closers. Connor can eat some chicharrones. We got some of those.
I don't know what that is.
It's a fried pork
You
skin.
can just sit there and eat bull peanuts.
I love a good boiled peanut.
Yeah, I think.
All right, last thing we got to talk about because you don't have any news for me.
Well, I had the Taylor Swift news.
That's sports.
Well, I know, but what kind of? Let's talk about this. Like, what kind of news do we want to bring to the people?
I don't have any news because I don't watch news.
But like pop culture news, because you told me like, don't bring up fucking Hamas, don't bring up the Gaza Strip. Like that's the only thing in the fucking news right now.
Is it?
Yes, I literally went and looked, and it was like that's all it is fucking Palestine, and that's all it is. That's a whole.
There's not any
news.
like trains wrecking anywhere.
Probably, but it's all being hidden underneath the fucking. Right. The real news is probably what's actually happening behind the fact that they're hiding it behind this fucking war.
You
There's
see,
probably something real happening.
I'll say this: nobody's making a comment about my hair today. This amazing visor is popping off, dude.
I'm quite pleased that you wore the visor,
see,
and I think everybody else is.
I
too.
think the sun hitting this is hitting you.
I
and
think that
making
the
it-
hair looks good with the visor. You kind of look like
Steve Spurrier.
Mike Leach.
Whoa! I love Mike Leach. I actually take that as a compliment.
With the fucking how he's got the visor and the hair coming out. Like I'm okay with that.
If you know how they say, if you could pick any three people that are dead in the past,
Oh, I'd love to have a dinner with
Mike Leach.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude.
He would be a riot.
Yeah,
And you wouldn't have to talk at all. Actually, you might hate that though.
No, I'd just sit there and hold on. Hey, we need to upgrade you from the Stanley to a Yeti. Bro, I got a Stanley and I got a Yeti. The reason I like the Stanley is I like the little handle. The kids, so like when you have kids are like, Dad, I'm thirsty. Dad, I'm thirsty. So all day I'm just giving my drink to the kids,
Yeah.
especially Anna Catherine. And when she holds a Yeti, it doesn't have the handle. So the first thing that happens is she gets it, she takes 2 steps and she drops the Yeti. The bottom of the Yeti just gets dented. I don't really care as long as it'll stand up. The top of the Yeti just breaks because it's that hard plastic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then you have a spill. With the Stanley, you don't have that issue.
Do the kids love the Prime?
Whoa, dog.
Like, what's the deal with the Prime? And it's not good.
Have
you had it?
I've had one, and
I had
thought,
a drink, and I was like, "This is fucking disgusting."
I thought, well, that's something. It's
That's-
like those Mondos when we were little. Remember,
no.
it was like the competitor of High C, and they would,
Oh,
yeah, dude, they would come on a Fox like afternoon TV,
what?
and they'd be like Mondo, dude, you gotta, all right,
Mondo.
yeah.
Anybody here heard about Mondo?
If you know about Mondo, slide in the comments, dude.
I've
Mondo.
never heard of Mondo.
Oh my god, that's Eric's.
Is it like Tang? Remember Tang?
Yeah, dude. Tang had way more staying power than Mondo. Tang went to space.
It did.
supposedly.
Supposedly.
Okay, Mondo drink commercial. I cannot believe you don't know about this.
No.
Oh my god, this is a classic.
Whoa. That kid's cool as fuck. Look how cool he is. That motherfucker, he just leaned back He leaned back like Fat Joe and just fucking had some Mondo. Fruit squeezers. It's your world. It's your world.
I can't believe you don't know about that.
Never heard about Mondo.
Maybe
No.
we can find some black market Mondo.
Black
still
market Mondo.
Some
All right.
some off the cuff. All right.
All right. What do we
thing,
close this with?
Closing with sports. And
Okay.
there's one topic that we have to talk about.
Okay.
So obviously Bama has a loss. I think they're still tied for first in the West in the SEC, so we still have a chance.
Okay.
Nebraska does not have a chance at the national championship. I don't think currently.
Have a chance in the Big Ten West, though.
So if Nebraska wins the Big Ten, do you think they could make it in?
No.
Okay. So they still could make it, get a Big Ten championship. Okay.
Technically,
yeah. But let's just be real. Like it's
it's
cool.
not gonna happen.
It's cool that Colorado is doing well.
Is it?
I mean, yeah, I like to see teams go, have success. Gina Anderson, go Big Red. Yeah, Eric is a huge Nebraska fan.
Why is Gina?
Gina, are you a Nebraska fan? So let's just be real. This whole Colorado situation, like, is it cool they're better? Yeah. Are they a national contender? No, but everybody's acting like they are.
Yeah. Oh, South Dakota. Yeah, they don't have anything up there. Well, you got the fucking
Hail. You got hail.
The muskrats or some shit like
the South Dakota muskrats.
I don't know. I'm fucking making shit up.
Mustangs?
No, they like South Dakota has a really good Division II maybe school that like always fucking wins. Always wins. Jackrabbits. There we go. Thank you, Gina.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the fucking Jackrabbits. they always win like Division II something or other. I agree with you that with the Colorado thing. Colorado, they are fun to watch because they make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And everybody loves watching noisy motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
And Dion is the king of fucking noise.
I still think he's a good coach. Right. But like there's a lot of good coaches. All right, here's a question. Ole Miss versus Colorado. I would put them at the same level.
Okay. I don't know anything
But like
about Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is like just a mediocre SEC team.
Okay. Did
You know,
they play Bama yet?
Yeah.
And how bad they lose?
Not much, like maybe 10 or so. I don't remember, something like that.
I don't disagree. I mean,
And
I
at
think
first-
by the end of the year, they're going to be
Yeah.
exposed for what they are.
And at first I thought like, man, I would hate for Bama to play Colorado. And then I was like, bro, Colorado's line
terrible.
is weak.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like,
It doesn't mean that they won't improve.
yeah, I
right?
mean, he's
Like-
going to get some players in there.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to take them a couple of years.
But if I hear one more person talk about a 2-loss Colorado in the playoffs,
have
dog.
people said that though?
Oh my God.
Oh, really? Oh, see, I hadn't heard that. I didn't hear anybody like that ignorant that thought that they were going to make the fucking playoffs.
I mean, I'm still hearing people give scenarios where Nebraska can get in.
No. I mean, I'm sure on paper, if you win out, there's an opportunity. But like, I mean, in the real fucking world, neither of those teams are going to do anything like that.
Yeah.
Like neither of them are prepared for that type of success right now. They could be in a few years for sure, but not in the real world. But I mean, when you've got LeBron and fucking Lil Wayne hanging out.
Was LeBron there?
Yeah, he was like, Dion's my boy. Like they're fucking rapping together or fucking playing basketball. I don't know what the fuck they do.
I did not know Dion and LeBron were boys.
Well, I don't think they're boys. I think it's the place to be, right? So like example, Omaha, like during Creighton basketball season, what's the place to be? Creighton basketball games. That's where everybody's seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's seen at Colorado games because they're the hot new fucking
and then you
brand.
go to Mr. Toads. That's where everybody goes after the game.
Mr. Toads?
Yeah, on that corner.
Oh, yeah.
And then that one,
I haven't been there for
that one
years.
sports bar that's like,
I haven't been
that's
there
like
for years.
horrible,
Yeah,
and they have
yeah,
plastic.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
I'll just say this: if you have plastic glasses at your bar that look like real glasses, and I order like an adult drink, I want my drink served in a glass. I don't want my drink served in clear plastic. Because when you go to pick it up, you're always like, whoa, that's way lighter than I thought.
I don't disagree, but they're dealing with a lot more people that are not like you and grown-ups than they are you.
What do you mean?
Like they have to have their fucking kid-proof cups for the dumb drunk 20-year-olds that are there.
Okay.
So they can't
For
have
my
I'm assuming they can't have an adult section and a kid section.
For my $31 like old fashioned that you're gonna.
Oh, you're talking they're putting an old fashioned.
Yeah, no,
into
they
it?
put everything in it. It's
Oh,
nuts.
okay. All right. I didn't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. All right.
Like, why are you? The other crazy one to me, and I had to deal with this at the restaurant across from the crib other day, across from the neighborhood.
Okay.
Connor Galloway and I watching some football. We're having some apps, and we're like, you know what?
For those that don't know, Pate loves fucking apps.
Appetizers.
Go on.
I would say if you're like, yo, what's your favorite thing to do? It's just.
But he'd make a full cheeseburger and cut it up in 8s and say, "Apps, anyone?"
If it was before a meal.
Sure.
And I'm like, cover it with.
But I mean, you'll have the whole meal be apps.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you what a great appetizer situation would be?
What if I said no?
Then I won't tell you.
Oh, but I do want to know.
Okay.
Okay.
Take any sandwiches, like good sandwiches, not like, mediocre, like lunchroom, ham and cheeses. I'm talking about
Right.
good sandwiches. Reubens,
Yeah.
pastrami on rye, that situation. Toasted bread, get it going.
Yeah.
Get everything set up just like you want it. Now cut that into 8s.
Mm.
Get 2 of those. Cover that whole thing with queso. After that, top it with jalapenos and serve it up.
I'd eat the whole thing.
Yeah, dude.
Then I had a sandwich cut up.
But if you had a lot of people there, people would be like, whoa, this is a sick appetizer.
Sick app.
One time Eric invited me over and I came in and he was like, whoa, what's all this sausage? What's all this chicken? And I was like, that's the apps.
Yeah. I don't even think we ate a meal later.
We did.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. I cooked a bunch of turkey burgers.
Oh, that's right.
I was over there for like 5.5 hours.
Yeah,
It was
that's fair.
COVID.
That's
It was
fair.
when,
That's fair.
we were out there surviving in the wilderness of
Yes.
Nebraska.
Yes.
Eric used to live in the wilderness. Now it's like,
I mean, I would say I live more in the wilderness now than I did before.
you got a forest behind you.
Yeah. Like I got 40 acres and a mule behind me.
I mean, it's gonna be good. Like if something happens, we'll at least be able to farm and harvest things off the land.
We can definitely cut down some trees and build some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like shelter.
I mean, we got shelters,
What if something happens?
bro.
The only thing I worry about though is like at least at my old house, like we could see so far with the lake and everything that I could see the zombies coming. We can't see them fuckers hiding in the fucking forest.
You got a fence.
They can climb that fence.
Zombies cannot climb. If there's
They just
one-
end up tearing it down. It's
Nah,
like more of them like lean on it.
Listen,
It falls.
what would have happened with that lake is the zombies would have walked in the lake over there at that big dirt pile.
Yeah,
there to like
yeah.
left or whatever, got in the lake, then walked up just on the beach.
But I could have stood on the top of my retaining wall and popped them off one by one.
You do this. Okay, Gina, Eric.
Yes.
Eric is from Nebraska.
I'm originally from Nebraska, Gina. And you're right. They are Division 1, but they're not like regular Division 1, I thought, or something. I could be wrong.
What is the difference between regular and irregular?
I don't know. They don't fucking play Alabama.
I mean, a lot of people don't.
Right. But they never could. Like they play in a different national championship every year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like the SWAC?
I don't know. But it's not like regular ass Division 1 type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't know. Is that like a Middle Tennessee State type thing?
I don't know, but they're decent this year.
Are they?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. What are we? All right. Are we wrapping?
Yeah, 50 minutes in. Listen,
Supposed to go 30.
Yep.
Yeah. 50. That's good too. I figured that's what was going to happen. So we're going to do this every 2 weeks or so. We're both going to be here a little bit more, I think. Actually, now I start traveling a little bit more, but for conferences and stuff, but you don't anymore. So
I might go to a conference.
you might. Which one?
I hadn't picked one, but I
Hmm.
might. I mean, if
If
you're
you go to one and it's not RoofCon, I think Hunter's going to be pretty disappointed.
well, I
in you.
told him I can't go because it's the World Cup of
Oh,
Paintball
that's
week.
right.
Yeah, the week of RoofCon is World Cup of Paintball
right.
in the same town.
In the same town.
I might slide through if I have the
I was gonna say,
ability
you could
to.
stop by and say hi.
Yeah.
You can stop by and see the Be Authentic Cult Culture booth.
Yep. Yo, if you don't know about this, Eric is now starting a cult that
Yeah.
doesn't have
Another cult.
Yeah. So Eric's got the cult of non-drinkers. Y'all may be familiar with.
Right.
It's a big topic on the internet. You can give money to it.
You should.
It's dude, the next podcast we need to talk about cults.
Okay. Let's do
Yeah, that's a good-
research.
I've got
Research.
I'm deep, baby.
Yeah.
I'm deep in the cult game.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm building a new cult, the cult culture movement. And so we are actually planning our first retreat and trip today. We got access to an 11-bedroom house in Grand Cayman on the water, and we're going to be doing some scuba diving and some other exciting experiences while they're there.
That's cool because I feel like on all the cult DVDs I used to watch back in 2010,
right?
That's when you watch DVDs,
sure.
like 02 to 10.
Makes sense.
It would be like, oh, we all got into this because it looked cool. And they had scuba diving and this, and the next thing you know, we went out into a field and they were like burning, like pictures of children and chanting into the air.
Yeah.
And then, like half my family died. My wife got pregnant.
And that may or may not happen in our cult, but wouldn't you rather be part of it than not? Yes. The answer is yes to that question.
I like how Stuffers is rolling.
How what? Stuffers?
How stuff is rolling in my life right
sure.
now. Like
I could roll even better though.
Pre-cult.
It could roll even better. Yeah. So join the cult. Join the movement. Join the movement or make an application because I'm not taking everybody.
And if you want to sponsor this show, we're taking sponsorship.
Yes.
Yeah.
For segments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can sponsor the whole thing. You can just sponsor the sports portion. Yep. You can just sponsor the calls we have with Connor Galloway, getting info.
Those would be good calls to sponsor.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to,
and Zen for all your nicotine needs.
Yep. So hop on, let us know. You can just shoot me a message. We're cheap too. Like we'll take, I need probably 50, maybe $60 to cover dinner tonight. And, that'll get you a sponsorship for the show.
It actually wouldn't, but yeah, but I like where your head's at.
Why not? Because if we could just get a bunch of 50 and 60s, you know what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, we could have apps on the show. If you want to sponsor cheese sticks. Oh, you can't eat cheese sticks.
But goddamn, I want to try one of the cheese sticks.
Oh, have you not had the sub?
No, I've seen it, but I can't eat it. It looks like a giant fucking cheese stick dick.
I'm gonna tell you, we got a problem putting that there.
Yeah,
because
I can't. I really want to have one of those cheese sticks.
I can drive a golf cart from my house to that place.
Yeah, I really want one of those cheese sticks, and
problematic.
I wouldn't shit for fucking 2 months if I ate one of those things. It would just back me up.
So my goal is by my 40th birthday, which is in 18 months, I want to be like the best. Yeah. I want to be in the best shape of my life.
Okay.
So, but also my goal is to eat all those cheese sticks.
What do you mean all? Define all.
Every time.
A whole plate?
No, dog. Every time I'm up there.
How many can you eat at a time, you think?
Of the big ones that they have?
Yeah.
I could easily 2. That's nothing. I would say.
How many they give you?
They give you 2 giant ones. They're
you're supposed to cut them up?
Yeah.
I don't like sharing.
Neither does MK. So that's kind of where we run into some issues with it. So the move is when you order it, though, order them extra crispy. I'm telling you, trust me on this.
All right.
But I could
you heard it here, folks. Extra crispy.
I could easily eat 8.
Oh, you would not shit for a month.
I'd be fine with it, dude.
Would you?
You're
able to digest the dairy.
God, no, I'm not. But those cheese sticks are so pop. One time I remember I was like, Eric, dude, you got to try this cheese stick. I know you can't. And he goes you know what, man? Sometimes it's worth it. Yeah. And that cheese stick was worth it, wasn't it?
It was.
And I will tell you this:
fucking delicious.
If on 1 to 10, you thought that was a 10 cheese stick. Yeah. After you have this, you'll say that cheese stick was an 8.5.
All right. I might have a cheese stick then. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna knock off here. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Next week will be the first interview episode for season 4 of Be Authentic or Get the Fuck Out. Did an amazing interview yesterday with Kirsten Marks that will drop pretty early as well, just because I want to get that out to the world because it was pretty cool. If anybody's got anything, topics, anything you want us to talk about in our next one, you got 2 weeks, make some comments, send us some emails, send us some messages, and remember, everybody, to be authentic.
And tip your bartenders and waitresses
somewhere.